Alright, super late model. Fixed at Martinsville. Looks like we got 60 laps.
5. I swear, every race I've done here, you've been in it.
It's only 17 cars in this entire field. Yep, starting dead last. Trying to get some safety rating back after iRacing, Speedway, and the
Good luck, guys.
Bristol
Yeah, good luck, guys.
race is destroyed by safety rating. That's practically a 4.9. Finally got back up to a 3.8, but I'd like to see it back in the fours if we could. I'll at least let half the race go by before I bother to try, and not entirely sure if I'll be fast enough to get up front and do anything or not. Just
17th place. The track temp is 80 Fahrenheit. Follow car number 13. We need to catch car number 13.
It's kind of been a trend to kill each other on the first lap, so let's try and not do that.
Okay, John, get ready.
Full send nothing, boys.
Floor it.
And a half.
Full course caution, watch out.
Brr, I turned him the leader. We didn't even make it across the line.
10 car, what's your problem, dude? It's your first fucking time restarting?
Carter, were you trying to go underneath me there, or what were you trying to do? That's pretty rowdy for lap one.
Out. Line up single file behind car number 14.
No, I just fucking spawned them.
Can I not pass you lap one? You gonna sit behind you the whole race? I mean, you fucking sent 10 cars into the corner and split up and I turned underneath you.
I appreciate getting destroyed because you can't drive.
Why do you think I sent it in so hard? When I see someone, like, from way back going underneath me there, I'm going to overdrive it so you don't kill me, because I've been killed in every one of these I've done this week.
Leaders, y'all waiting for the pace car or what?
Only some of us have to start behind the pace car.
For one, I don't know if you've ever driven a race car before, but you know, you look inside to make the person think you're going to do it, but you really don't.
Look out for the pit speed limit. Pit lane speed limit is 35 miles per hour. Full course yellow. It's
Yeah, it's a big old 10-4 on that one, Carter. I can tell you that is 100% back. I scare every shit out of people just by looking inside and asking if I'm going to dive it. And they almost 9 times out of 10 will move up.
I mean, everybody hates me for racing bandos. I mean, I'm sure you know I used to race a bando, but damn, that's all we did was make them look, and then the kids would get scared. And we would freaking, they would slide up, and then they'll just run our race. And they would slide up, and we'll just go underneath them. I've learned so much since I've been racing myself, and I mean, I racing something too.
Yeah, I race 4-bangers IRL, and what I'll do is I'll go into turn 1 on the top, arc down below, and get a massive run on the backstretch and look inside. And I won't even dive them. They'll just miss the corner and go to the top, and I'll get by them cleanly.
Bro, you race bando arrows? I used to. I'm in a late model now. Where are the leaders?
All right, boys, we got to roll here.
All right, John,
Go,
get
11,
ready.
go.
Race will resume at the end of this lap.
Sick, man. You're a late model racer. Come on, wake up. We gotta go around.
The moment I crossed the line, it told me to pass, and I was wondering where the leaders were.
You should have. I mean, normally I know that we have to go around, so I'll just go early. But yeah, it'll always say to go around the pace car if you're behind on one to go.
Yeah, I didn't know what was going on.
Green flag, P15. New fastest lap for Butler, 20.0. Full course caution, be
Really?
careful.
Hey, that's badass.
It looks like
As the
Weaver has
Chesterfield
been
deal
hit.
comes out.
Pace car is out. Line up single file
perfect.
behind car number 14. We're under caution. Pits are closed.
Hey, random
Pits are
question.
open.
I'm really trying to get into real life racing. Y'all got any tips or no team that needs a driver?
Best bet, start with carts, bandoleros, or legends. Actually, not even legends. Carts or bandoleros. They're relatively cheap to get into, and they're a lot of fun, and they're going to teach you a lot. The carts not so much, but they're going to teach you how to. They're going to teach you how to find your limits.
Lots of people want a driver. All you have to do is bring your credit card.
Exactly. But if you want to try to buy your own, definitely start with. If you wanted to go on the oval side, bandoleros or carts are the way to go.
You're going to find that bandos are really expensive. People are overpricing them right now. I mean, I'm a four-time champion. I don't feel like naming all the things I won. But, I mean, we sold my car way underpriced. But people are selling them for like $7,000 right now. But you can find them good for 3 or 4, honestly. But, I mean, we sold mine for $45.
Pits are open.
Yeah. I mean, in all fairness, $3 or $4 grand is about what you're spending for a top level cage cart. So it's really your option. Like, you could also go into like a street stock or a 4-cylinder, which you can get into for pretty cheap, about the same as a bando or a cage cart. Obviously, you won't be running up front with a $3,000 4-cylinder, but you'll be doing all right. You'll be running mid back.
Since everybody in here is a genius, can someone tell me if there's yellows? I mean, not the yellows. If there's lucky dogs?
Yeah, there is.
One thing I will tell you about running a legend car, I skipped the legend car and went straight to a late model out of a bando because we found that it was cheaper, or the same, if not cheaper, to run a late model as it is to run a legend car and be competitive. So I feel like legend cars waste your money, in my opinion.
Race car is out. Pits are closed.
You know, Carter, I cannot agree anymore. Legend cars are a massive waste of money because they are like the most pay-to-win racing division I think I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, they're supposed to be even, but they're really not. If you have the money and you have the connections, you can get anything done to that car you want.
Yeah, I was looking at doing go-karts. We have a friend who knows the Elliots, and they're down at Charlotte where I race, they don't even pay. In a shootout, they don't even pay for anything. We got literally two right sides of the tires, and that's all we got for a payout, for a win.
One thing is, how do you get into a late model at 16 when you have to be by yourself compared to a legend, which is only like...
I'm 14, not 16.
You don't need to be most tracks do not require a certain age. They just require you to be qualified. It depends on the state. I know New Jersey, where I live, mandates the age, but I think a lot of tracks, it's a lot of the time based off the track.
Green, green, green. Let's go. Be careful. We've got a full course caution.
Fuck's sake, guys, y'all suck. Seven, I was way past you at the time of caution. What?
Pace car is out. Line up single file.
Carter, now you know why I drove it into the
We're
heat
under
there
caution.
when you were
Pits
behind me,
closed.
because you got the heat-seeking missile
Full
out
course
front.
yellow. Pits are open.
I was just pushing you, bud. You can't take a push. Don't be the leader. Go to the back.
I'm talking about when you almost killed Eric after the caution was out. James, you from Canada, bud?
I didn't almost kill anybody. I kept it in my lane. He kept it in his lane. It's all good. Caution came out. We slowed it down.
Yeah, I'm from Canada. Got my maple syrup in my glass beside me and my jean jacket on. Perfect.
Yeah, I was really looking at getting into go-karts.
That's what I started in a couple years ago. They're really fun. They're honestly, they're not a lot translates, but they're going to teach you, a lot of like how to find your limit, because if you're not on the limit, you're not fast in those. Like if you're not basically running wide open and like running the best line, you're not gonna be fast. So it'll really teach you how to adapt pretty quickly. That's at least what it taught me. It'll teach you how to be fast. Like, it'll teach you how to find how to be fast, I guess, is the best way to put it.
I never ran a kart. I just went straight into a bando. I never even thought about racing, though, man. Like, I was like 9, I was like, yeah, I want to race. And he started doing research, and he found out the bandos. But I mean, none of my family members or anything raced. I was the first one in the family, so it's kind of weird, though. I don't know.
Alright, we get it. Y'all to the next Kyle Busch. Alright, that's enough.
We're under caution. It's closed.
I got freedom of speech in chat there, bud.
Yeah, this is America.
Unfortunately, there is a mute button for a reason, so if you not like it, you can always just hit that mute button, and they'll be all good.
Same thing, just mute them if you don't like it.
I mean, it's not like we're just talking.
Okay,
we're trying to help a
get
guy
ready.
out. He has
Race will
questions,
resume at the end of this lap.
Me and Alex that know kind of what we're talking about are trying to help the guy out.
I've been trying to ask a question this whole time, but I can't because y'all won't shut up.
Green flag, we're
Awesome,
racing.
guys, just completely brake check the field.
P13 or high. Still there. Still there. Still there. Full course caution. Pace car is out. Line up single file behind car 14. Pace car is out. Pits are closed. Pits are open. What's your speed limit in the pits?
Cars, is it pretty much like equal money racing? Like in your first race, you're not going to get stopped by somebody with more money than you?
I mean, in racing, you're always going to have people that have unlimited funds, but, I mean, it just depends. You just got to get seat time, and it'll come that you can outdo the people with money.
In all fairness, from what I've seen, at least from my couple of years racing kart, I raced in a 206 class, which is a sealed Briggs motor, and you really cannot cheat much in those, so you're really not going to get much of a benefit from having more money. Now, granted, the chassis might be a bit better, but most of the tracks in the champ karts, especially, which the cage karts, are wide open, so it's all about motor, to be fair, and a lot of the motors are pretty equal. Karts really don't rely on money that much, but as soon as you get into anything bigger, like a street stock or a four-cylinder or anything like that, you're going to get outrun by people that have more money than you, but you can still be competitive without top-dollar funding.
I mean, the bandos, we had sealed motors also, but people with prep tires and everything. That's not about money. It's just about just people can replace motors every 3 or 4 races. when I did the whole shootout in my whole year, I got 60 some races out of my bando motor when you're only supposed to get 10 or 11. So,
Yeah, I know I have to go behind the wheel. I just haven't been able to
Full
prove
course
it
yellow.
true
Pits
yet.
are open.
Honestly, if you go to your local kart track, I guarantee you anybody there will let you drive their kart because karts are disposable for the most part, at least for people that race them. And
We're under
it's
caution.
pretty hard
It's
to wreck
closed.
one bad enough to actually destroy it. It's pretty hard to wreck one, period, but especially at the point where it's destroyed. You can probably show up to your local kart track with a helmet and a suit and say, hey, like, can I drive it?
Yeah, we have a country club kart track, so I ain't gonna risk that. That's where we met a very top dollar person who I'm friends with now.
We're going green next time by. Green, 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 let's go. You're all clear high. Car inside. P10. Hold your line. Easy, hold your line. Clear low.
Jesus, dude, come on now.
Russo.
Got a car in front of me.
You're clear low. Car low. Hold your line. Clear inside. P12. Car low. Careful, still there. Hold your line.
Sorry about that one, but your Canadian
Still
friend
there.
ran me over.
Clear inside. Car inside. Easy.
One is the
hold your
Canadian
line.
friend.
The leader has just done a clear low.
So is the 2.
14th. That lap was at
Oh.
21.4. The gap to Nelson behind is now 0.7. Thirteenth place.
You're a
That
fucking
was at
genius,
20.6.
Two-Car. I just
Got a
want
full
you to
course
know.
caution. Watch out.
I saw that coming from 7 football fields away.
We think White
I just
has
missed
spun
the
off.
big one by a car length. That was terrifying. 17, go by.
Pace car's out.
I mean,
Line
you
up single
taunted me one
file
time,
behind
couldn't
car
get around
number
me.
12.
Try
We're
crossing
under
me up, I
caution.
crossed
Pits
you.
closed.
Try hooking me in the wall, and you wrecked yourself. Good job.
Pits are open.
I'm just confused. So if I overdrive the corner, I'm an idiot, and if I drive my line, you dump me. So I just don't know what I'm supposed to do here, my man.
If you go back and watch the replay, your Canadian friend was all I have, and he was running me over. So I was off the gas, on the brakes, but I can't just fucking stop, come to a complete stop in my race.
11, could you look at my front end damage?
Hey, it doesn't look like you have any.
I literally just drove through that pile and ended up flipping the 2-car in the air, and I'm perfectly fine. I don't see any from my view either.
Oh, you're the one asking. I thought you were the 4.
Well, boys, that's my race. Love getting hooked in the wall. That's fine. I'll be back.
R.I.P.
It ain't pretty, but it ain't nothing that's gonna ruin your race. Hold down your clutch if you're at 1800 RPMs.
If you don't have a clutch, put a neutral should be at 1780. It idles 20 RPM lower without the clutch in. I figured out the hard way after I almost got scared shitless thinking I was down 20 RPM off the start.
Next weekend I got a 350 lap league race here, so this should be incredible.
Pits are open.
Alex, my front end look okay to you? It looks all good to me. Here, pull up next to me. Just go up a little bit, like up my side.
Pace car is out. Pits are closed.
Yeah, no, it looks good to me. All right. Don't know how that happened, but thank you. You have a tiny dent on your right front, but other than that, no, it's all good. It's still square, so you should be fine.
6, how are you in second?
I followed the one through.
I almost hit the inside wall trying to avoid the wreck.
I hit the wreck, and I'm in third. Blows my mind.
Okay, John, get ready. Race will resume
It's
at the end of
Martinsville,
this
everybody
lap.
has a little bit of damage.
I just closed my eyes and saw smoke and ended up with a car in the air.
iRacing's new smoke system is like real life smoke. You can't see anything from a distance.
Green flag, we're racing. Eighth place. The lap time was at 20.5. P8. Car inside. Clear low. Be careful, we've got a full course caution.
That caution was some good timing, 17.
Pace car is out.
Good
Line
battle,
up single file behind car number 17.
Yeah, good job,
Under
man.
caution.
I'm
It's
happy you
closed.
didn't come up and wreck me 5
Pits
times.
are open.
Every corner exit, I was almost spinning.
Thank you for wherever we got taken out and held the brakes. I'm glad you didn't roll back down.
But world's greatest bandolero driver left, and we got a couple laps of green.
They should have bandoleros in iRacing.
Funnily
Watch
enough,
your speed.
speaking of that, I don't know if you guys knew, but the rookie legend car was actually supposed to be a bandolero, but never ended up going through with it.
What about a go-kart?
What's your speed limit in the
They
pits?
would never get the handling right, so it'd be
Pit
hell to
speed
drive. The chassis flex model is not anywhere near good enough to have go-karts. He's the only reason why go-karts handle is the chassis
Box in.
flex.
5. 4.
I have a few friends that drive
3,
go-karts and they tell me
2,
what they're like, and I'm like, dude,
1.
they just make me want to drive them more.
Box now.
I've ran cage carts and like the road course go-karts.
Cage karts are so much fun. Because you're going so damn fast, so close to the ground, it feels like you're going a zillion miles an hour. Even though at my track you're only going about 65, 70 at the top and on the back stretch, it feels like you're going about 150. Because you're like a half inch off the ground.
What is a cage kart?
Just a go-kart with a roll cage on it. You see them a lot more up north, but there are down south too. But normally they don't run them on dirt. Normally they're mostly asphalt carts. They're what they run indoors.
They're called champ carts down here.
Yeah, they're mostly called champ carts up here too. You'll see a lot of them at a lot of the indoor races like Atlantic City and all that shit.
Yeah, I've seen those before. They only use them on ovals down here.
Yeah, I only see them on asphalt. I know they run them on dirt, but I know most of them I've seen are on asphalt.
Get ready. Race will resume at the end of this
That's all
lap.
I've ever raced is dirt.
I've driven one race car in my life.
Green flag. P12. Okay, John, the next car is Nelson.
The top of your car and the wall blend together. That's not good. Seventeen, you're gonna turn me.
Got a full course caution. Watch out.
I really did not mean to touch you there. It's my bad.
Race
That's
cars
fine.
out.
I've just had
Line up
somebody
single
who
file
send it in on
behind
me and
car
turn me
number
within the last week.
14.
It ain't even funny.
We're under caution. Pits are closed. Full course yellow. Pits are open.
If I wanted to turn you, I could have, but, I mean, it was such a light touch you didn't even get 4X. It was completely incidental.
Yeah, I get that. It's just, it happens so often now. I'm just like, don't. Anybody in here live in Georgia?
Negative.
My fiance is from Georgia.
Shoot that question out the window.
Full course yellow. Pits are open.
6, you said you don't think legend cars are a good purchase?
Carter was one that said that originally.
Race car is
I don't
out.
think it's a good
Pits are
purchase either.
closed.
They're so pay to win, and I have a bunch of friends that run Legends, and all I do is dump money into their cars to run mid-pack. Because you're always going to get outfunded by the top-level cars that are 40 grand a pop. For a Legend car where you can go buy, run a late model for that much money.
Yeah, I've seen late model races, and I didn't know they costed that much.
I mean, you can run a mid-tier late model for like 25 grand, but a late model, a top-tier late model stock, you're looking for it at 50 grand most likely.
All right, John, get ready.
For like
Race
a
will resume
mostly
at the
new
end of this
top-tier
lap.
late model stock.
Well, where I live at is in Las Vegas. If you want to be competitive there, it's going to cost you like 80 grand for a late model.
But those late model stocks are supers. Late model stocks are basically cheap shocks on the same chassis with a crate motor.
Green flag. P11. The guy in front is Weaver. Full course caution,
I'm gonna
be
keep it
careful.
I'm gonna keep going a buck with you, 9. That was your fault.
We're under caution. Pit's closed. Pace car is out. Line up single file behind car 14. Pits are open.
Six. One more question, I'll be out of your hair. You said you used to run go-karts. How much is it for, like, admission and tires and gas and all that?
It all depends on the rules for your track and also your track, but I know at my track it was $50 for a pit ban. Gas, you just run tank gas. And then tires, it depends on the manufacturer, but I know we run big. They're about $60 for right side to about $45 for left side, I believe. I might be wrong, something like that. And you never replace your left rear on the carts. Unless, I mean, I don't know what dirt, but if you're running on asphalt, you never replace your left rear. You leave the same left rear on it from the time you start until the time you're done with carts.
Not even on road courses?
Full course yellow. Pits are
Road
open.
courses are different, but asphalt, oval carts, you never run, you never change your left rear. Because on all your oval carts, your right side tires are bigger than your left side tires by a decent bit.
Yeah, we don't have any asphalt oval go-kart tracks for what all I know.
Then road courses are completely different. It all depends on your tire rule, but I'd assume you're probably looking at like $60 to $80 a tire, most likely. And then rims, if you want a couple sets of rims, you can run a couple sets of tires, and those are decently expensive. I think a set of rims is like $150 for front and rear.
Okay, so the asphalt road course cart that I had, I bought, and it came with 2 sets of rims, and it was all total, and around like $3 grand for everything.
In my opinion, that's a steal.
We're under caution. Pits are closed.
I know, 17, you'd be able to answer it better than I will about how much the tires cost for road course carts, but I know for asphalt carts, or asphalt ovals, it's like $80 for a right side and about anywhere from 50 to 60 for a left side.
So for us, I knew a guy, and he was like running 1 set of tires and just dumping them in the trash, and like after practice, after qualifying, after a race. So I would just go and get those tires from like the biggest runners out at the track.
Pace car's coming in this lap.
Gotcha.
Did you ever do what NASCAR pickers do, like take a blowtorch and a scraper to scrape off the oil rubber?
That's what all the kart teams do, at least where I'm from. We all do. After the heat race, we all just scrape our tires down to fresh rubber before the feature.
Green flag, we're racing. Come on, John. Push, push, push. We can get this guy. 2 laps remaining. The gap to Weaver in front is now 0.8. Car inside. Full course caution.
Good one.
Pace car's out. Line up single file behind car number 12.
Good race, yeah.
Pace car is out. Pits are closed. We think that Jones, Nelson and Weaver have stacked it. Pits are open.
I'm trying to figure out how I got 4X and the top 3 finish out of this race.
I got an 8X in the top 5, I'll take it. The 4X will do nothing on this track, though.
Clear inside.
No, not really. I'm A-class, and it'll make me drop by
And
like
there's the finish.
0.07.
Good result, mate. Well done. Watch your speed.
Good race, yo. Jesus loves you. Have a good one.